So it looks like some guys are trying to get a small clip on their video camera of a U.S. military base over in Portsmouth, Maine at the naval shipyard there. And it looks like this is one of those channels that is looking to expose...
Fake Mike! Real news! Here we're auditing America.
Auditing America. Fake Mike Real News.
But it looks like they found themselves in some deep trouble here where they didn't really understand the law. To preface this entire video, I do agree with freedom of speech, protect that. I do agree with being able to do your freedoms and exercise your rights, but knowing your rights and being aware of where you're at as far as jurisdiction and where you are in time and place in which you're doing things is going to be a key component to this video.
Let's see if they respect our First Amendment right over here in New Hampshire.
All right, it says no sign that says do not enter and respect their freedom of speech. Yet I see this clear blue line that's going right across that street in front of this Navy base right here. That just sets up the entire thing.
See how it goes.
Probably not well if you're filming this trying to stir up a little trouble. But again, I agree with freedom of speech. I agree with exercising your rights in the appropriate fashion, but they've already crossed that blue line as you're seeing right here. Now, if you see there also on that gate that he's passing, I'm sure there's a sign or something there that's probably going to say some of the rules of entering that base as well. Until this guy's like, all right, I got to kick into action, call in reinforcements already.
Sir.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Doing good. How can I help you?
So he's U.S. Navy security forces. Some of these guys are civilians, prior military that work for the government, and they'll work alongside the actual military,
Just working on a video,
etc.
So, gentlemen, can I help you?
Just working on a video.
You don't have to use the mask outside. Even the CDC hasn't documented the case of outdoor transmission.
No, I prefer to wear it if you don't mind.
Sure.
Oh no, that's
What can I
fine.
help you with the guys with, sir?
We're okay. We'll let you know if we need anything, though. I appreciate you being cordial and professional, sir.
Yeah. No, we like to, but I mean, is there anything I can help you with today?
I mean, maybe a steak sandwich.
That'll be good for all of us right now, right? It's noon time.
This is a beautiful facility.
Sure. What are you making today?
I'm stirring up some freedom.
Freedom?
Yeah. How's it going, brother?
They are filming this right now. Yeah, it's fine. And, is that? They have not provided anything yet. They're
Well,
the whiskers to stir up freedom.
well, you see, we're working on a video in a public area. We know for a fact that we may not be able, it's obvious that we may not cross that way. Or you can tell us if we can, but for the untrained eye, we seem okay to video record here. This is a public area, correct?
It is not.
It's not?
No.
This is a big security no-no, is filming the front of a military base, showing procedures of getting in and getting out of military installation. And that is one thing that I've talked to public affairs about on any base in regards to that. Obviously, he is in their jurisdiction once he passes that blue line. And that's where this guy's like, you're not on public property. You are currently on government property. But we'll see what he has to say right here.
Pass that blue line that says U.S. government right there.
Oh, okay, U.S. government, yeah, but it's...
So right now you're trespassing.
Oh, so you want us to go to that line?
Stop. Hold on. Stop. Hold, stop.
Okay.
Now we need to see some ID.
No, but you're telling us that we can leave, so if we're
I didn't say
trespassing...
you could leave at all.
Oh, we're being detained for what crime?
Because you're trespassing.
What crime, sir?
Trespassing.
But we're not trying, we're just trying to work on a video.
If we don't leave, then when you have to leave,
Barring trespass.
You just...
Barring trespass.
That's not how the law works, sir. You have to tell us to leave and we'll leave.
He's here. He's like, so I have to give you a warning to leave for trespassing. Like, you are not warranted to get on that property. Once you're in the jurisdiction past that blue line, there are signs that say that you are possibly under the under the federal government here, possibly able to be searched before you are going through the gates or at the gates or on their property. So for him to think that he can just walk away and walk back and be like, we'll just backpedal, isn't really going to work in this case scenario.
We're trespassing, we leave, and that's it.
You didn't ask us. You didn't give us the opportunity. We'll gladly leave. We'll pass the blue line right now. We're not trespassing. Thank you. Stop. Hold on. Are we being detained?
We haven't broken the law. We're just working on a video.
You're filling on federal property. That's the problem, right?
Okay, so we're glad to leave.
We're glad to leave.
Yeah, I know.
We're glad to leave. Shut that off right now.
Sir, calm down. I'm with the police. This is for everybody's protection. We're
being detained. Because I watched the mayor's.
This guy says they're with the police, and I'm like, you're not in uniform, you're not showing a badge, you're not there on a public affairs coordinated event where they would escort you around. I feel like these guys, if they wanted to like actually, you know, get some kind of information or, you know, actually get you know, things they're able to film and have the right to do this, if they contacted public affairs, I want to guarantee they'd probably get more help than they would hurt, you know, people, document, cover media stories, whatever else, if that's really what they were trying to do. But that's really not what they were trying to do. They're trying to mix around the story to aggravate the security here.
You guys are on federal property right now.
okay, but we're trying to leave.
But here's the thing. You're filming on federal property.
Okay, so we're not on private property. We assume that it's okay to film in government
Go
property.
stop filming now.
Or
They
what?
assumed.
I
You're on
mean,
federal property.
we're working on a video about the naval shipyard. We're not.
You told us to pass the line, and we're passing the line. You said we can't be here. We're leaving now. We're not.
We're gonna go ahead and leave, sir. We're not gonna bother you.
Are we being
Hold
detained?
on.
Are we being detained?
Okay, we're trying to
I
leave.
don't know. We're checking. You're
Actually, it says visitor center. What about the visitors? What about the visitors,
I
sir?
just want to know if we're being detained, though. Because if we're not, I mean,
This is an illegal detainment. If we're trying to leave, we're not breaking the law,
We just
sir.
asked to leave. We're leaving. We just want to pass the blue line. Are we being detained, or are we free to pass the line and go back into the public?
You're going to have to hold up for a second.
Are we being detained?
Yes.
Under what? Under suspicion of what crime?
Filming on federal property
Sir,
and
that's-
trespassing onto federal property.
We're not trespassing, sir. You said
This isn't an argument. I'm telling you, you've already done it.
so. We're being detained for no reason. We're trying to leave.
Again, you're not listening. You're hearing what you want to hear.
We're just trying to leave.
Copy 100, can you let us know what's going on?
You guys didn't give us a chance. We were nice.
They're trying to reverse his back on this guy by saying that they were nice, but the reality is even if you go to the visitor center, you're still on government property there. That is what they're kind of not understanding. And I know there's signs on this base right here that probably are going to say you can't be searched. From my sea lawyering, these guys have a right to properly identify who these gentlemen are. Now, for example, say these guys are repeat offenders for some other reason, they've caused other issues, whatever else. I don't think that they're in the wrong for this.
You guys are making this a bigger deal than what it is. We're just taking a picture.
Even if you are a visitor on a military base, they are going to properly identify you if you're getting a visitor's pass, if someone's escorting you on. Like, even any military base, if you're bringing somebody on, you need proper identification, and you're going to have to show that no matter what. So them thinking that they're just filming is just not going to be the case. That is not proper procedure.
What's the big deal? What about the First Amendment? I mean, freedom of the press.
Again, you keep asking the same question. I keep giving you the same answer.
I know, but you're the police. You're not telling me why you're detaining us. We're trying to. You said trespassing. Hi, we're trying. We walked in here. How you doing, sir?
We're all set.
How you doing, sir? We walked past this line. We never saw that line right there. We never saw that line right there.
Okay. They asked
We're
us to
working.
leave.
We're working on a video about the naval shipyard.
Let's go talk over here about it.
Sure. We're not. If
What's your name, brother?
I'm Enrique. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name's...
So I have to commend this Master Arms First Class here, kind of realizing the situation. He's like, okay, this is already heightened. The other guys weren't able to make this happen. I'll break them away. That way they feel like they're getting on a first name basis here. And he's going to try and de-escalate the situation as much as possible, which is a really good tactic and good personal skills right here.
Mitch, what's your name, brother? Yeah, once we past the blue line, he asked to leave, we were going to leave, and then we asked to detain. He wasn't specific where not detained. We'll gladly pass this this blue line and retreat. We didn't know that we're not allowed to be on this blue line. We call visitors. So we were going to go back over the blue line.
Common misconception, right? Sure. But the law as it stands, once you cross the blue line, you can't be filming anything.
Okay,
So the fact that we're filming right now is no way.
Okay, so we'll be more than glad to leave.
But the issue is, any film that you have received right now over the blue line needs to be eliminated. That's the issue. So here's what we can do. I'm pretty straight up with you guys.
I'll be straight up with you too. Yeah.
Yep. So if we stop filming right now, delete what we have. If we stop filming right now, delete what we have. You said we're on your way. If not, we will detain. We'll take the camera and we'll go through it. We don't want to have to get to that point.
Okay, we'll delete it.
So it's kind of weird how he says delete question mark, but then it just cuts and it's like they didn't delete it. I'm not sure how that went down afterwards, obviously. And I'm not the only person that's being critical of their awareness of trying to quotations audit. Because like I said too, I definitely agree with First Amendment, able to, do press, all that kind of stuff. But you have to be aware of the laws if you're going to try and audit the laws, right? Chris Atkins writes, you better know the rules. You are making auditors look bad with your ignorance. You are on base and subject to military law at that point. Again, don't make people look bad that actually have good intention by holding accountability when it's needed or warranted. And to look at their stuff, it says First Amendment audit live, epic fail, corrections officer goes crazy. Really, like this is how many times are they going to audit different places, or is this just an annoyance? What do you guys think this is? Do you feel like they are capitalizing on the culture itself in regards to where America is divisive and not, looking at ways that they can kind of nudge people into a corner and maybe see if they can get a reaction? Or do you think this is necessary, even if this was just one bad take looking at it? As always, if you guys do like this content, you can support over at patreon.com for special perks and benefits. On top of that, you can also support over the YouTube join button below this video for special perks and benefits here on YouTube. As always, if you guys have questions about this or anything else, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.